Introducing first, led to the ring by Shannon the Dude. He is the OVW National Heavyweight Champion and the NWA World's Champion, the Overman, EC3.
EC3, a man atop two mountains in the sport of professional wrestling, making his way out here for this six-man tag, guys, with boatloads of intrigue. I mean, who is this sixth man?
The mystery we shall have answered very shortly.
And his tag team partners, Jay Deniro and the new.
Cut the music. Hush. Referee, put your champion in this ring right now like the star I am. Now. Hush. Now there's a lot of people that would come out here in a fancy suit. They would talk about the lineage of this OVW Heavyweight Championship. Hush! Did you not hear him speak? He said hush! 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 There you go, champ. Hush. Now a lot of those guys will come out here and talk about that lineage, but I don't give a damn who came before me. All that matters is who is right now, and that's Superior Tony Evans. Hush. So Jack Vaughn and Luke Kurtis want to have this mystery partner. I don't care if it's Mick Foley. Hell, I don't care if it's Al Snow. If you want a piece of EC3, Jay Deniro, and Superior Tony Evans, come get it.
And their opponents, introducing first, the veteran, Jack Vaughn.
Only I can make you certified.
His partner, certified Luke Kurtis.
Who is it, guys? It's six-man time.
And their mystery partner,
Oh my God! To quote JR, Josh, business has damn sure just picked up.
that it has.
The Scottish War Machine, I don't believe it.
The Scottish War Machine, Crixus is back in OVW.
And he's on the warpath.
What a way to make his return here.
Crixus going right for Tony Evans, the man who put him on the shelf, took months of his career, and now Crixus laying those fists into the face of the new heavyweight champion.
Absolute mayhem in the ring. Wow. What a main event tonight on Rise, guys.
There is tension all over this match. There is bad feelings throughout every man in this matchup, folks. We're about to enter an ocean of bad blood in our main event.
Crixus making his return to Davis Arena, and you hear the ovation.
These people have come unglued.
I didn't even know he was here.
I almost came unglued off my seat when we saw that big unveiling on who the tag team partner was, the mystery partner.
A little mystery was left when we saw those big shoulders come into the screen. Crixus, a walking just disaster. This man ready to wreck shop and tear people down.
The Caledonian Crusher himself, Crixus. And look at that, just daggers in his eyes towards Evans and Deniro both.
You gotta think this throws a wrench in the plans of Evans, Deniro, and EC3. They probably went through all the candidates or likely candidates, and I gotta guarantee you Crixus was not on that list.
No, not at all. Crixus has been late. Cease and desist on everything, like it sucks.
Oh, look at that! He just got hit with drawn in the hard way. Landing right on that tailbone.
Evans shot into the ropes. The man who feels like he should still be OVW heavyweight champion, and I don't disagree, certified Luke Kurtis.
Got a rightful claim to that, but Linda, you look at Luke Kurtis, the man who's got issues with Tony Evans, he's got issues with Jay Deniro, he's got issues with EC3.
Oh, definitely. You know he's got a lot of motivation in this match.
Well, the question is, who were those masked men that ran in and attacked Luke Kurtis?
Oh, big chop there from Jack Vaughn. And Josh, to your point from earlier, those hooded and masked men that came out at Double Cross attacking Luke Kurtis, those are the sort of Damocles really of anyone facing EC3, it seems like, that lingering threat.
Well, and that was the thing, though. EC3, the officiant, if you want to call him that, of that championship matchup. You got to wonder, did EC3 make a phone call? Or was that the doing of Tony Evans, Jay Deniro?
I don't know. There has to be a correlation. When we see EC3, we see the Men in Black, who definitely played a huge factor in the outcome of that championship match last week.
Right now we're seeing EC3 getting absolutely handed by the Men in Blue. I'm telling you, they're all wearing blue. Big suplex from returning Crixus, not losing a step, guys.
Not at all. And look at that. EC3 just went over, tried to tag Luke Kurtis. And EC3 going right to the eyes.
Jay Deniro, the most professional distraction I've ever seen, and now Crixus isolated in the corner in a bad way here.
Deniro and Crixus, two men that have battled each other time and time again. Tag made, and I don't think Crixus realizes it. As in comes Tony Evans. Ooh, he knows now.
Oh, look at that. Luke Kurtis ducking under the referee, getting in there and saving his partner.
Certified Luke Kurtis literally dragging Crixus back over to the corner so he can make the tag.
That's one way to do it.
Oh, and you see the love from Crixus. Certified Luke Kurtis knows what it's like to be in a bad situation, courtesy of Superior Tony Evans and Jay Deniro.
Some veteran tactics right there.
Jack Vaughn feeling it right now. Jack Vaughn, the man that Tony Evans beat with the help of Jay Deniro to become the #1 contender for that heavyweight championship. You got to think still sore about that whole situation.
Now, without a doubt, and in comes big Jay Deniro, someone that can match Jack Vaughn for size almost.
Linda, we talked about Luke Kurtis having issues with men, all three men on the other side of the ring, but Jack Vaughn very much in that same boat.
Yes, we saw it Double Cross last week as well. Jack Vaughn coming out and going after Jay Deniro in that main event last week, and you can imagine that you feel over here too. You can imagine the animosity between all of the men here, really. I mean, they all have history with one another. It's insane.
Absolutely. I mean, and Josh, when you look at the duo of Luke Kurtis and Jack Vaughn, the personification of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And the certified veteran's been very impressive.
That they have been. Jack Vaughn with a scoop and a slam on the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, EC3. Little Fargo strut, dropping the elbow there.
Big elbow there from Jack Vaughn, Linda.
Oh, yes. He's become a huge fan favorite within Davis Arena. I must say.
And I've said it a million times, but when you're good at your job, sometimes people just gonna cheer you for it. And Jack Vaughn's so good at what he does.
That is true.
Crixus now in there with EC3, taking the fight to him. Tags in certified Luke Kurtis, someone who was gunning for EC3, who was gunning for that NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
You got to imagine right now, Luke Kurtis happy to get his hands on EC3, considering what happened last week at Double Cross.
Even taking that into consideration. Oh, armbar there, Luke Kurtis, a hungry competitor, and he is here to eat tonight, guys.
Oh, and look at that, Shannon the Douche getting involved. Assisting with EC3, getting his foot to the bottom rope.
And the dude always paying dividends to ringside, but him and Jay Deniro probably get along in that regard. But Luke Kurtis right now facing off against the man he once saw as a mentor, Linda, a man who really helped elevate Luke Kurtis' career.
Definitely. I mean, we've seen the relationship take many twists and turns, and right now it's, speaking of turns, now it's just, a lot of animosity there, guys.
Sorry, yeah, certified Luke Kurtis just got his eyes right there. And look at that. Referee Daniel Spencer doesn't see what's going on. Luke Kurtis ducked under Tony Evans there. Evans trying to cheat.
Ooh, suplex there. I thought EC3 was trying to communicate with Tony Evans. They just couldn't quite get on the same page there. Luke Kurtis a little bit outsmarted them.
Oh, and look at this. Kurtis springs up to the top, but EC3.
Oh! Drop to the outside, crashing into that barricade. Luke Kurtis might be out cold here. Crixus checking on Luke Kurtis here ringside. Nasty fall there from the top turnbuckle, hitting that barricade.
Those solid barricades put in. You know, when we did the revamp here at Davis Arena, and I think you're right, certified Luke Kurtis, he might be out right now, but look at this. Superior Tony Evans trying to tell Crixus he needs to go back to his corner. Telling Crixus to do anything is a good way to wind up in the hospital, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a wise decision there by Tony Evans.
Crixus, that Scottish war machine, driven by his passion, but that ties directly to his emotion, and sometimes guys getting the better of it. Look at this.
It's just breaking down on the floor. EC3 charges through. Here comes Jack Vaughn. Again, this thing's just like a bar brawl.
A lot of animosity throughout this matchup. Oceans of bad blood, as we said earlier. Guys, you're seeing it spill over.
Well, and if you look at that, Jay Deniro throwing Luke Kurtis back into the ring for his boss, if you want to call him that, Superior Tony Evans.
Luke Kurtis getting isolated here, getting this ring cut in half, and this tandem of Evans, EC3, and Deniro, Linda, really have found a way to find, I don't want to say the weak link, but really isolate certified Luke Kurtis and break him down.
Yes, I'm quite impressed here by the trio. Something new that we're seeing, but again, a lot of history between all six of this men. You know, it's got to play a factor in this match.
European uppercut just about took the jaw of Luke Kurtis and sent it to the stratosphere. Brian, let me ask you this. You have Superior Tony Evans, the OVW Heavyweight Champion. That title is a stepping stone to the OVW National Championship, which in itself is a stepping stone to the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. How well can these men all work together and for how long?
It's a good point, Josh. Luke Kurtis able to flip out of that one, had it scouted, now turning some around on Tony Evans. And Josh, you asked me earlier, can EC3 trust Tony Evans when he's the direct line to his championship, arguably his #1 contender? And you gotta think maybe that was part of the reason EC3 helped Tony Evans last Thursday. We can only speculate, but hey, maybe I scratch your back, you don't scratch mine later on and try to take the title from me.
Well, and you know, that also might have been a way for EC3 to ensure that he wouldn't have to deal with certified Luke Kurtis coming after that NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. I think you might be right. You might be onto something.
Josh, and the thing, though, you got to ask, is that smart by EC3? Because, yeah, sure, you got Tony Evans with the championship. Luke Kurtis out of the question, but now you have Tony Evans and Jay Deniro possibly putting you in their sights. I mean, he might have just doubled his trouble.
Lots of things to think about, because Luke Kurtis took EC3 to the limit the last time they faced off. And now, to your point, Brian, now it could be a numbers game.
Did you see the way his head bounced off the canvas?
Hey, guys, I do want to say one thing about Luke Kurtis around. Shades of a young John Cena as of late. I mean, this man just fights tooth and nail. And hold on. Just a 2 count, but it's just proving my point, man. Luke Curtis has so much heart. I don't know how he fits in the front door of Davis Arena. And as of late, you're here in the crowd. We have seen the kind of competitor Luke Curtis can be. Oof.
Exploder suplex sending Luke Curtis almost all the way across the ring. Luke has got to do anything he can to make a tag here. As you see the OVW Heavyweight Champion tagging in.
Crowd showing their disdain for Shannon the Dude. Right now, Tony Evans showing his disdain for Luke Curtis.
Oh, and Tony Evans now just grinding that throw to certified, and Shannon the Douche getting involved.
Getting his hands on Luke Curtis, a man Shannon once called a friend. Hey guys, I do want to point out, just for the tail of the tape, for those of you who missed Double Cross, Luke Curtis made Tony Evans tap out. EC3 conveniently missed it, but Tony Evans, he tapped 8, 9, 10 times. He was done. Luke Curtis, though, robbed of that win.
Luke Curtis
so unfortunate to see that.
Yeah, Luke Curtis should still rightfully be the OVW Heavyweight Champion, but got the power out of Big J Deniro.
Sidewalk slam there with break concrete, only getting a 2 count there. Luke Curtis desperately, you saw him immediately trying to get back to his own corner.
Now just laying across the legs of certified Luke Curtis there, holding him down.
EC3 just stomping at him. Looking for the pain points there, those pressure points there on Luke Curtis, finding the joints. And EC3 might be trying to affect the mobility, the explosiveness of Luke Curtis here.
That's one way to slow down Luke Curtis. I mean, he's got to get to that corner to the other men in blue.
You're absolutely right. His co-certified veteran there trying to get the tag. The newly returned Crixus, the Scottish War Machine, wanting to get in there.
Jawbreaker out of certified Luke Curtis. EC3 trusts for a swing and a miss, but both men collide midair with those cross bodies.
Luke is taking so much damage, didn't have the wherewithal to go for that tag when he was right there next to Jack Vaughn, and that momentary lapse, Lindsay, that cost him.
Definitely, and now we saw that collision, both men down.
Look at this, though. Look at the heart of Luke Curtis.
Absolutely, both corners anxious to get that tag in, and how about their partner will get there first.
Refusal to quit now coming out and get the tag to Jackie Vaughn.
The veteran in, and now getting his hands on EC3. No love lost between these two.
The most professional atomic drop in the business. Big elbow to EC3 now.
You know, it was just a few short months ago that Jack Vaughn was conned by EC3 into doing his dirty work. Now Vaughn comes off that huge boot.
Jack Vaughn, so impressive here, guys. Let's even go further back. You remember the faction, Jack Vaughn trying to join in. They beat this man down. They have had over a year of animosity between these two.
Vaughn off the ropes. Oh, Deniro tripping him up. Going for that tribute to Father Stan, that lariat.
Nothing new there, Jay Deniro interfering outside. Ugh.
I will say, at least he's in this match and he interfered.
Yeah.
At least he's a legal entrant.
Yeah, I'll take that, yeah.
That's true.
EC3 tagging in the legal entrant, Jay Deniro. And look at Luke Curtis checking on Jack Vaughn, a man he's kind of grown a kinship with as of late.
And a boot to the head from Deniro, and certified Luke Curtis. You know, you're right. He has formed like this bond with Jack Vaughn. You know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, like you said. You know, there's something to be said about beating somebody up that really brings you closer to someone.
Ooh, that kick was nasty.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And Josh, I think you're absolutely right. It's the enemy of my enemy as a friend. And then when they say, bonds are made in the trenches.
Yeah.
And Luke Curtis, Jack Vaughn, they've been going to war with Tony Evans and Jay Deniro as of late.
You know, when you have to, in a tag team situation like that, you have to rely so heavily on your partner because it's not just you that could win or lose that match. You have to have trust. You have to have a little bit of something in common. And the longer you're out there with someone, the more, see? What? Just like that. The more you start to learn what you could do to help that other person out, to help keep you in the fight. And that's exactly what certified Luke Curtis just did.
And more than help, Luke sacrificed himself.
Absolutely.
Luke Curtis clearly fighting for the better good here, selflessly.
Oh, here comes mighty Crixus.
The Scottish War Machine back on that warpath, Josh. And the Scottish Hulk is here, and he is smashing.
That he is just throwing around the OVW heavyweight champion. I don't think Superior Tony Evans knows what hit him.
Spear bigger than the Scottish Highlands.
Cover.
Oh, come on. Deniro taking to the outside by Vaughn.
Little shades of Mick Foley, that cactus clothesline. Taking Jay Deniro over, but Crixus. So he's setting up for that power bomb, but in comes EC3.
Luke Curtis getting the tag. Oh, double flapjack.
Drives Crixus face first down into the canvas, but hang on.
Oh! To the sky.
2-for-1 dropkick from the top rope. The elevation on that was unreal.
Those punches out of certified Luke Curtis just rocking the jaws of both Superior Tony Evans and EC3.
Pump handle.
That big full Nelson slam driving him down, back of his head, bouncing off the canvas there.
I almost said pump handle because I want to say he's handling it, but I was wrong. Certified ducked out of the way.
Little miscue there.
Luke Curtis handling the OVW Heavyweight Champion and National Heavyweight Champion right now. Just wrecking shop and calling for that certifier.
Crowd going wild for Luke. Oh!
EC3 just threw Tony Evans into that.
He sacrificed that man.
Oh.
Here are your winners, Jack Vaughn, Crixus, and certified Luke Curtis.
That's a tale of two teams. Guy Luke Curtis sacrificed himself for Jack Vaughn earlier. And then EC3 sacrificing his own partner and getting the loss for his team. And Luke Curtis picking up the big win.
Well, Luke Curtis just pinned the man that beat him last week in the OVW Heavyweight Championship. You got to think that puts Curtis not only right back at the top of the list for contention, but what did that do to the mind of Tony Evans?
A lot of questions left unanswered once again.
The betrayal of EC3 throwing Tony Evans, a man he helped win the heavyweight championship last week. I guess it's an every man for himself sort of situation. Oh. EC3's your friend when it helps him, but I'm not going to, he's right behind me. EC3, an intimidating man here in OVW, but this intimidating man intimidated by Luke Curtis.
He threw Tony Evans directly to the wolves.